very dedicated to the process of setting high expectations for all of our students here in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts really has an amazing reputation in our country for having a great educational system, and a really big part of that are our standards.
For us, it's a great feeling to know that we have the support of the state that's always looking to progressively meet high expectations.
We believe that every student should engage with grade-appropriate text every day. And I think when that happens, you see the kids really engaged in what they're doing. You see the connections that they're making, and you push their thinking in new ways, whether it's fiction or nonfiction.
To shift your perspective and to see that standards can be this equalizing force to say, by the end of a student's educational career, they will be able to do X, Y, and Z is transformative.
And that's all students. So students with disabilities, multilingual students, students struggling for various reasons, students in every district in the state, no matter their income level.
Our students deserve and are entitled to the right to equity in education with the rigor that comes with it, irrespective of the district or the school.
When I'm teaching ELL, the standards for all the subject areas are really part of my planning and thinking and goal setting. As an ELL teacher, I'm able to help them access the curriculum and achieve these standards, first of all, just by believing that they can.
Students really need access to cognitively demanding and linguistically demanding text every single day of their schooling.
It's really critical that you match students with materials that are on their independent as well as their instructional reading levels. And by doing that, you give them opportunities to read independently, to build that confidence and fluency.
When kids are really engaged with a text, not just reading it, that's why I like this verb engage. When they're really engaged with a text, it's awesome to see, it's magical.
The student is making personal connections, the student is making text-to-text connections, the student is showing empathy in what they're reading, recognizing conflict, using evidence from the text.
So reading is always at the center of English language arts, but we do want to make the point that texts come in various forms. They can involve videos, they can be multimedia, and students engage with those texts at a grade appropriate level, as well as with words on a page.
Engagement within literacy is so important, and what that looks like are 4 tenets of literacy: reading, writing, speaking, and listening.
It all really works together to build strong literacy.
My big hope for my students and for all of our students is that they'll be able to use these skills that they've learned that are based on these really strong standards to go out into the world and change it.
A classroom that is aligned to these ELA standards is a classroom where students are making connections between the different things that they're reading, between their own lives, and I think it's a classroom where light bulbs go off.
And I think that it's just so important that we are raising the next generation of future leaders and learners and critical thinkers, and I think the standards do support that.